Good evening. I'm Kerry Lynn, and I met Stephanie through Gerald, the guy that was just up here. I've been knowing Gerald for about 15 years. We started at Columbus State together. Uh, Out of all the stories that I read, a lot of them resonated with me. But the one that really stuck was "You Cannot Escape It." And she talks about a young boy that deals with issues, and school is like that safe haven. It resonated with me because I was that boy. School was a safe haven for me. So I'm from Florida. So back home, I was known as a class clown. But my clowning wasn't due to my inadequacy in learning. My clowning was due to my agendas at home. So this story really hit me hard because I understood what this young person that Stephanie was talking about. Oftentimes, the male perspective is the forgotten perspective. We don't understand why little boys are hurting, but we don't recognize that little boys are hurting because they don't get the affection that a woman may get or a woman gives. And that little boy is crying out. And he's looking for attention. And that attention that that little boy is looking for, if he's not going to get it from home, he's going to get it from somewhere. So I ended up joining the military. I did my 10 years. I got out. But my issues, my hang-ups, wasn't about being in the service. My issues and hang-ups were about how do I adjust in life. And I continue to trod this path that everybody trods. We all have our ups and downs. We all have our moments. But the thing that got to me was I was told I had PTSD 15 years ago. And I was determined not to go get help. I was just determined because men are told they're not supposed to cry. Men are told they're supposed to be strong and macho. But you're struggling inside and you're broken and you're wounded. You don't know how to get help. You're in relationships that are broken. You're in relationships that are abusive. You're in relationships that are deteriorating. And you keep starting relationship after relationship after relationship. At some point, you got to recognize the relationship is you. At some point, you got to take the time out to sit yourself down to get the help you need. I wrote a book called Overcoming Obstacles. And in this book, I talk about some of the issues that young people go through. One is being ignored by their parents who don't have time to really hear them. Two, about you transitioning life from a child to a teenager to a young adult to an adult, and you have not solved none of the problems you went through as a child. So I talk about this from a male perspective because the man is a forgotten child. And he becomes a man, but he's still a child. So the mental health aspect is I started getting help the last year. And for men that are not in sobriety, getting help for mental health is a serious issue. And I say that, and I don't say that light or loosely. Unless it's alcohol related or it's drug related, there's not many places that men that have mental issues can get help. Because they're going to either lock you up or they just going to keep saying you're crazy versus giving you the help you need and you desire. So I encourage people to take time to listen, to hear that voice that's crying. You ain't always got to give your opinion. I learned that a long time ago because your opinion is just that. Hear that person that's crying. Hear that person that's asking for help and offer them that help. And if you can't offer them help, find someone that can help them. So again, thank you, Stephanie, for having me. And thank all y'all for being here. But I think it's important that mental health is something that we stop overlooking and we start addressing it more often. Yeah.